If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
Chicago police say a woman was killed and another was hurt in a shooting on the city's south side. Officers tell us they were standing outside with a group of people near 104th and Michigan. That's when someone pulled out a gun and started firing. A 24-year-old woman was shot several times and later died at the hospital. The other victim, a 20-year-old woman, is recovering. So far, there have been no arrests.
Here's an Instagram post from a well-known gang member that she was associated with. He says, "Riding for you just as you was riding for us. Just watch us work, baby girl." Now, I need y'all to pay close attention to the picture on the right side. You can see her sitting with a Draco-styled weapon, right? Now, understand something in this language. When he say that they are about to ride for her, he is saying that they are about to go on a drill for her. They are about to go try to shoot and kill people for her. Why? Because that's what she was doing for them, according to what he's saying. Because remember, he says, just as you was riding for us, just watch us work. And what he mean by just watch us work? He's talking about going out there, putting in work, trying to shoot, trying to kill people, going on drills on behalf of D. Murda.
How you coming, Five? How you coming? We do drills, collect kills on the way back home. We laughing, chilling. Niggas think he rich, he up a dub. I'm trying to touch a bitch. How you coming, brother?
Hey, you hear me? Double the ad-libs, man.
We got Murda, D,
Let me
D.
smoke real quick.
And it's my sister, she'll still clap a nigga.
Scuba, scuba.
Long live my best friend. Long live my best friend.
Cold-blooded demonstration. They are saying that this woman right here was shot while driving. Shot in the back of her head and I think somewhere in the leg or something like that. And you know, after being shot in the head, she lost control of the vehicle and then crashed. And there was another female in the car with her that was injured as well. I can't remember if they said if she was shot or not, right? But my whole thing is this right here. Here it is. This girl right here is a well-known gangster. And I'm not just talking about, you know, just being in a gang. This girl right here is a well-known, stomped down gangster. The things that the men do in gangs, she do. And not only that though, being that she's a female, you know, she played that role where, you know, she could see somebody and drop a location. Hey, so-and-so over here, this type demonstration. Now, I know a lot of people probably don't want to hear this because it's a woman, it's a female, it's a young sister, right? But we got to understand something. When you are in that gang life and you gang banging, there's a difference. There are a lot of women that are in gangs that are gang members that people don't even touch. They can know that this girl is in the op gang, but if anything, they might even try to holler at her or something if she cute enough, right? But when you dealing with a female that's a gang banger, then that's something different. Totally different. She gets the same retaliation as if she was a man. She get treated as if she was a man. Even though she's a female. Why? Because she do things that the gang bangers do. And being that she do stuff that the gang bangers do, there's a lot of gangs are happy that she is dead right now. I mean, rest in peace to the young sister. You know, condolences to her family. You know, for those of you who pray for her family, because they gonna need some courage, understanding, and strength after this girl done died like that violently. But these are the ways of gangs, especially if you gang banging. You a female, you think you doing slick stuff, and you out there doing stuff that men do. They're not gonna give you no excuse. They're not gonna say, hey man, nah, you know, she had my homeboy killed last year. She a girl, leave her alone, bro. Don't mess with her. No. When you in them streets like that, female or male, when you hurt people's feelings, when you take people loved ones, or you partake in people losing their friends and cousins and brothers and uncles and fathers and stuff like that, no, you're not going to get no pass. They're not going to see you and say, let her. No, they're going to be like, there she go. Get on her now. And that's exactly what happened. You young sisters who partake in this type of lifestyle, y'all need to learn from this demonstration. Y'all need to really sit back and evaluate your whole lifestyle and how you living. Because if you doing the things that Murda was doing, listen to her name. This is a girl, a woman. Murda? What that tell you? Look, in gangs, y'all, I mean, look, people don't get names like Murda for nothing. Okay? Your name ain't gonna be 12 gauge if you only been shooting 22s all your life. Your name gonna be 12 gauge because you shooting at gauge. You see what I'm saying? Your name ain't finna be, you know what I'm saying, let loose. If you not letting loose, you gotta been let that thing loose, and that's how you, man, that's all he do is let loose, man. Hey, man, hey, Lord, your name let loose. You see, as a matter of fact, there is a Lord brother that I know, and his name is Let Loose. I mean, I'm just keeping it, hey, his name Let Loose. You know, so you don't get these names for nothing. And so by her having a Murda, her name is Deja, from my understanding, right? Her real name is Deja. And so, you know, that's, you know, Deja, D for short, but Murda. What does Murda have to do with a female's name? Look, Murda in the female name shouldn't even be associated. Unless you some rapper and you a studio gangster, whatever the case may be. But when you in the streets of Chicago, what can you expect? You know, and you know, a lot of people are going to be mad. A lot of people are going to be upset because it's a woman, and I understand that. But for all the people, right? All the people that's mad, right? I'm talking about that's upset that Deja got killed. For all the people that's all those crying emojis, broken heart emojis, and all that old type of stuff. For all y'all that care so much about this woman. All y'all that love this woman while she was here. Correct her. Why didn't y'all do that? You see? And not just putting it on y'all, but you know, I'm finna just speak, you know, I'm finna just generalize this demonstration, right? If you got a woman, a sister, a cousin or whatever, and she's a female or a male, and they in that lifestyle, don't wait for something like this to happen and then say, oh man, you can't do that now. Because you know the life that they was living. Don't wait for them to get shot 9 times and killed and beat up and all that. Say, oh man, what happened? They bogus, why they killed? You can't do that because you know the life that they was living. You see, you understand that life. You should have been saying as soon as she started living that life, everybody should have been like, hey, no, hold on, you breaking my heart now. You ain't even dead yet. I'm crying right now because you living that life. I know what that life gonna lead you to. You see, I know what's gonna happen. So no, I need to correct you. Now I need you to change how you living right now. Look, hold on, wait a minute. Now, I know you love them boys over there and they your family and all that, but don't get in all that. Don't be toting no guns. Don't be shooting no guns and all that. I'm talking like, listen. I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to be polite. And what I mean by that is like, this girl right here wasn't no different from a gang banging boy down there in Chicago. She was no different. Now, I know this is probably not the right time to be saying that type of stuff, because the family grieving and all that, and, they going through what they going through, man. I apologize for all that. But I just got to tell it like it is. And the reason why I got to tell it like it is, because if there's women out there right now that's doing what she was doing, and they ain't dead yet, you possibly can save them. You see, you don't have to wait for a murder. You don't have to wait till what happened to D murdered and then be like, I should have changed her. I should have said this. I should have did that. No, you have the opportunity to do that right now. Go talk to her. Let her know, hey man, hold on. Because look, to you women out there, that's a part of these gangs that are gang banging actually in the field, right? You got to understand something. You are being used. Yeah, okay, you putting in work. You helping guys kill people, shoot people. You setting people up to be robbed and all that. You making a little money and they act, hey, yeah, you the homie and all that. Yeah, they all that, right? But you are being used. They're not treating you like they would treat a fellow gang banger. They gonna make you hold they gun. You're gonna take more risks than they do. I'm gonna put it like that. You're going to take more risks than they do. And when you get killed and when you lose your life, they're not going to go to bat for you like they would go for one of their homeboys. No matter how much work you done put in. They're not going to go to bat for you. They're going to just be like, damn, man. They killed the homegirl. They going to be mad. Your boyfriend, if your boyfriend a part of the gang, he might run, he might push for you. He might take a couple of guys to push for him, but they ain't going to go so hard as if you was one of the guys. They ain't going to treat you like that. They ain't going to do you like that. So everything that you doing is basically for nothing. Because at the end of the day, all they going to do is put you on the shirt, do the broken heart emojis, the crying emojis, get your rest. You got your wings now. You get the paradise. She don't want her wings now. She don't want to be in paradise. She want to be down here with her peoples. You see, she want to be here. She too young to be. Come on. This girl right here young. And done lost her life for nothing. Nothing. Because, look. The way that she was living. And the way that they shot that car up, that lets you know right there. It wasn't no mistaken identity. It wasn't no, we don't know. No, it was, that's her. Is she in there? And we finna Swiss cheese that car up. We finna tear it up. We trying to kill something. We not trying to shoot a couple times. No, we trying to kill something. We trying to hurt something. Something finna leave this earth after we get done firing this gun. That's what they was doing. So, look. Before I depart, allow me to say this right here to you young sisters out there. This is not a gang. It's not a gang. It might feel like that. It might appears to be like that because you done skated through some shit, you know what I'm saying? And people ain't really put that pressure on you. But when you get to getting involved with people dying and people believe that you had something to do with one of they homeboys, they cousin, they father, they uncle, they brother dying, then you on the plate. You on the plate. They're not going to discriminate. No, they're going to treat you like you killed their family member, even if you didn't, just because you was involved in it. You was a part of it. You might think, hey, all I did was drop a location. That's all I did. But that dropping of the location got somebody shot, got somebody killed. And now you expect people to just ignore the fact that you played a major role in a murder? you sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. And being that you sadly mistaken, that type of thinking will cost you your life in them gangbang streets in Chicago. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.